So in this video of figure drawing dynamic poses, I've chose these two poses from Pinterest. I chose this first one as kind of like a difficult angle, and it's kind of like her like lying down, but at a from the bottom up. And I kind of wanted to show drawing that because I guess the head is smaller and then it gets bigger as it gets towards the legs. So right now I'm starting out with the head as box shapes. I'm going to be using box for throughout the rest of the body. And so I'm just figuring out the angle. I have the neck and I'm attaching the neck to the box where the chest is. I'm kind of like tilting the box just a little bit. And it's always good to know the position of the box, especially when you're drawing the box in different angles, to always practice with like a 3D sphere, or you can have a 3D sphere on your computer, or, any type of 3D version of the box to get you familiar with drawing the box in 3D space, especially when you're adding it for different poses. So right now I'm adding in that center line, kind of like a little action line for me to kind of figure out the curve of the position of where the waist is going to go. So I'm drawing in that line for that box on the waist. And usually when I'm drawing poses, you don't really have to have the box to look, you know, um, like a regular box. You can bend it and have different angles, like you see right here. I'm bending the box just a little bit, just to kind of have it bend and curve along with the shapes of whether it's the leg or the arm and things like that. I like to bend the box just a little bit, not too much, but just enough to show what's going on with it. So right now I'm drawing in the cylinder for the arm. I'm trying to measure out the distance of how far the arm is to her waist from the reference. That's why I drew that circle there where the elbow is, to kind of measure out to know how far that's going to go before I add that forearm and the hand, because the hand is kind of resting on her leg, and then the other hand that you see in the reference is going to be positioned on the floor, because it doesn't show it in the picture, but she's obviously on the floor, kind of like a lying pose. So I'm just adding in, darkening the lines, shrinking the box just a little bit. I didn't really erase anything, and just darkening some of the lines. That way my eye can see it a little bit better. I'm going in, I'm adding the knuckles so I can start drawing in the fingers. And as I mentioned before, when I'm drawing hands, I always like to draw the circle for the knuckles first, and then start adding in the cylinders for the fingers, that protrudes either away from the circles or towards, depending on the position of the hand and what hand gesture the character is making. So I'm adding in the fingers. Now I'm not doing this the traditional method for when I'm drawing a hand, as far as breaking apart the finger. I'm doing it the way I've done in my other poses, where I just draw the finger straight out, only because the hand is open palm, and it's not bending or anything, so I can just draw the finger straight out, and then I just separate it, adding in the little piece that connects to the knuckles, marking some lines. I'm separating some more of the finger, just so I can keep it as the 3-cylinder shape. I'm adding in that hand in the back. You don't really see too much of it because the hand is, the fingers are kind of out of view. So I kind of just roughed it in really quick, just to throw that down there. Darken some more lines, that way my eye isn't too confused with all the intersecting lines. Now I chose to do Luffy for this one in his gear 5. And I think I had a request to draw this before, so I said, okay, well, let me add this as one of the poses. And so I did this the same as I have done the last one, where I'm adding in the box for the head. I'm just drawing in the rest of the body going down, just roughing the box shape out. And the part is in 3D space, since the box is angled up. I'm adding in the box for the waist. And I can you can have the box for the chest and box for waist. You can also have a circle, in between. I mean, it all depends on how you want to construct these poses. Everybody has their own methods for constructing with shapes, creating these poses. There's always multiple methods for figure drawing, whether it's using shapes, gestures, um, just quick lines. It's all up to how you perceive drawing these poses, or the easiest way for you to draw these poses. I'm adding in the fist. It's kind of balled up, so don't really have to focus too much on that. I'm adding in the knee. You see I'm measuring how far the leg is towards where the arm is. So I just drew the knee in first, and I'm just connecting and overlapping the shapes around that circle for the knee. It's always for me, the best way to measure out how far the distance of, certain body parts are, by just, dropping in the elbow first, or the knee first, and you're kind of just drawing the shapes around that to form that pose. Adding the foot, since it's for shortening, the foot is towards the camera, and one leg is going back. Adding that circle for the knee, and drawing in that cylinder going backwards to create that right foot. I'm adding in the cylinder for the arm, and getting ready to work in that fist. So I'm outlining it up a little bit, then start to drop in those little fingers. Making sure I try to get the cylinders in, even though you can't really see all the fingers, but just enough to make that fist. But that's it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hype it up, hit the like button, subscribe, comment for any other poses you want to see, and take care.